Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the Only Male Cruise. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, replay gang, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. Copyright disclaimer regarding fair use is in full effect. The views and opinions expressed in this show, you guessed it, they're all mine. Let's go to work. All right, welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the Only Male Cruise. Yeah, and I know my mic is on right now. All right, be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, replay gang, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. All right, today's episode is multifaceted, y'all. All right, Darrell has a pretrial violation report hearing. I need to know what he did. And most of y'all are probably already hip to the square that Gunna is desperate for bond right now, okay? All right, so let's get started with Gunna real quick, because I know typically it's mostly Kale's folks that pull up. So here's the thing with Gunna. We know it's going all around social media that Quavo is kicking it with Chloe. At least temporarily or something of that nature. They've been spotted together. So I don't know what's tea with that. But Gunna's attorney has submitted yet another motion, okay, in a different county, a different court, a different jurisdiction for bond. And if you recall, what happened with Gunna is that when the girl came in trying to deliver all that work, okay, all that good gas, they ended up moving Gunna out of the Fulton County jail to where he is right now, which is at Henry County. So, but the thing with where Gunna is at is that the law or the rule is that whatever county the person is in, that's where they have to request bond. So that's what the attorney has intended to do. And if the judge in this new county, if the judge denies Gunna's bond coming out of this Henry County, then Gunna will automatically have the opportunity to challenge those rulings and take it to the state Supreme Court. So that's definitely something to be keeping an eye out on. Of course, Gunna's attorney is saying, yeah, you know, he should have bond. He's innocent until proven guilty, et cetera, et cetera. I just don't know if Gunna's attorney is just trying to rack up those billable hours. I just don't know yet. Because this judge in Henry County, what he's going to do is talk to the judge in Fulton County and see what he recommends. He's not going to override that judge. So I would put money that Gunna is going to end up having to take this to the Georgia State Court of Appeals. Let me shout out the chat real quick, y'all. Let me see. Baby Shay in the house. Y'all do it, Baby Shay. Say, hit the like button, share, subscribe, replay gang, leave a comment. Tiffany only, please. Shout out, girl. Thank you for pulling up. Y'all know I appreciate you. Too cute in the house. Thanks for pulling up, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Okay, so that other than this piece right here, that's pretty much it on Gunna. But here's the other thing. If Kim Kardashian don't go somewhere and sit her behind down, ain't nobody asked Kim to get involved in this. Just get out the way, Kim. Don't nobody need you. Go back and keep on kicking it with Pete, because that's all you really concerned with. You up in here tweeting, talking about some free Gunna. And you got that P up there. That P don't stand for pushing P. You got that up for Pete Davidson. Stop playing in our face. We don't need your help, Kim. We just don't need it. All right. So, if you notice on this title, y'all, I said the replay gang dropped some tea. And I really want to shout out the replay gang, because y'all be on it. Y'all have hit me to the square so much on some things that, hell, I got a special segment for y'all tonight. It's the replay gang. Okay. Now, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I really appreciate it. So starting off with what's my girl's name? Shaw Baby number one. So Shaw Baby, I appreciate you coming through and leaving this comment for me, because what it did is it made me go and take a look. And what I was able to find, that's actually correct. Let me read this real quick. Shaw Baby said, Mel, I love your show, but I have to correct you with it in accuracy concerning Sparkle. Sparkle did try to alert the authorities. And on the last show, I was like, yeah, what Sparkle do? I went off, I think. But yeah, so I actually had forgotten that Sparkle did, because that's really what set this whole thing off with Minor One back in the day. And so, Shaw Baby number one, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention, because Sparkle did, she did report that. But she couldn't get anybody to listen to her. At that time, nobody wanted to go against Kels. And as a matter of fact, she even got into it with Kels' former attorney, the one that passed away, Jensen. She got into it with him in that initial trial. Where he was like, oh, I think you just got something against Kels. And she called him sweetie, and she called the attorney sweetie, and the attorney said, Jensen said, I'm not sweetie. And it just, the judge had to tell him to settle down. So I digress. Sparkle did, she tried. And, and to me, that's all I feel like is, the important thing. And then also I wanted to make this statement too, that, in the last show, I might have been a little harsh on everybody involved in this thing, because, I got to thinking about it. And one thing is for sure, none of the people in this Kels drama came out the womb and chose to be where they are right now. You understand? It wasn't a plan, and if you look at it, all of them, well, we know Kels got a very, a horrible background, horrible bringing up, horrible childhood, horrible, traumatics. And then when you look at the rest of the people, the Lisa Van Allens and the Rashonda Landfairs and all them, for them to be doing what they were doing at the age they were doing it, whether they acknowledge it or not, there was some trauma going on in their life, whether it be, their parents not paying attention to them, or the parents not available, or whatever the deal was, because normal kids are not going to be out here at 16, 17 years old, trying to hook up with an R&B star. That just ain't it. And so, I felt like I was a little harsh when I said about Rashonda Landfair's 501c3, the new nonprofit that she has running. Maybe she has come to a conclusion that, things were wrong. Maybe she earnestly does want to help people. I don't know. But what I wish would happen is that, everybody would take responsibility for their behavior. Because what is facts is all of them are blaming Kels. And y'all just can't put all of this on Kels. You just can't do it. That's just totally, that's, it's imbalanced, it's unacceptable, and it just ain't right. So I take back the way I said the things I said, but I don't take back anything I said, because I meant that. So let me just shout y'all out real quick. Let me see. Let's see. About that 50 plus wife. Yeah, Kim, yeah, go that way. Ain't that the truth? I'm so sick and tired of Kim Kardashian. Move around, Kim. You're not needed here. Shrink and Sharon, shout out to you. We appreciate you. Tiffany Only Please said, no need to apologize. We all get passionate for unfair justice causes, etc. Okay, Tiffany Only Please, girl, I thank you so much. I thank you, girl. You've been sending me some stuff that's been very, very helpful, and I appreciate you for that, girl. Yeah, so let me just check these comments real quick, y'all. And actually, I don't really even plan to be here that long, but let me get back to this this special segment, this replay gang, because y'all be on point. So I appreciate y'all. So let me see here. The next, and somebody came through. Let me see. I think it was my guy, Shannon. Yeah, Shannon Lewis pulled up. Shannon said, Mel, go take a look at the Breakfast Club interview with Tony D. Rivera. In the last 15, 20 minutes of the interview, she talks about Lisa Van Allen was into sex trafficking until Kels took her away from that lifestyle. And I'm going to be honest with you. I said I hadn't looked at that until Shannon brought that to my attention. Um, and I found that to be very interesting because essentially what Tony said was, yeah, Lisa pretty much is her girl. Now, let me put it like this: Tony is evidently working to, help people who are, trafficked and whatnot. So she's trying to be instrumental in getting people off the street, etc. Big ups to you. Um, but she did say in that interview, she goes, yeah, I know Lisa. She also said that um, the girls, I think it was Charlemagne or the other dude, had asked Tony. He said, so the girls that were taken by Kels, and see, then that pissed me off real quick because I'm like, Kels didn't take nobody, you know. So that phraseology was, that was inflammatory. But anyway, they said, yeah, the girls that were taken by Kels, do they even want to leave? And Tony was like, well, no, they don't, because they know if they leave the lifestyle that they're living and, all of this better, improved lifestyle that they have is going to be taken away, okay. But that still doesn't make Kells all of the things that they are accusing him of, and it doesn't make Kells 100% responsible. Um, but the kicker for me was when Tony said, yeah, Lisa's my girl. Yeah, we did. She was in the trafficking thing. She said, what she say here? Yeah, we ran in the same circuit. She was in this trafficking, um, and said that they was at all of the parties, and until Kells got her out of that mix. And so again, with Lisa Van Allen, the thing is, yeah, you in the interview you said you ran away because you couldn't get in the house and other things, but you couldn't get in the house. So that's not Kel's fault. So you can't blame Kels for this, and that's the main thing I'm trying to get at. And then Lil Mac hit me up and said, yeah, even Lisa Van Allen uh, used to walk around Kel's studio in her bra and panties. Want to be Adina Howard trying to be? You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, I said, okay, let me check that out. So in this interview with Vlad TV, two of these guys are from R. Kelly. When Kells first came out, public announcement, two of these guys were saying that um, when when they would be at the studio with Kells, Lisa Van Allen was there. This guy right here on the left, um, he was like, yeah, she was definitely of age because uh, she didn't start. They didn't start seeing her in the studio until the Home Alone video. And they said, yeah, Lisa Van Allen would come up in the studio. She wouldn't have on nothing but her bra and panties or a t-shirt and panties on, and would just stand there. And the guy right here on the right, he was like, that kind of behavior that was, Kels might have been using that for motivation, things of that nature. So, they didn't find it to be, as scandalous as these gals um, have tried to make it, the way they put this spin on it. And so Lisa, of course, she comes back and she goes, yeah, because Vlad, with his starting mess self, Vlad says, well, what do you say about all that? She was like, well, yeah, what they didn't say was Kells is the one that told me to do it. And they also didn't say that Kells is the one that told me I couldn't look at them and they couldn't look at me and blah, 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 blah. So it's still not taking ownership for what you did when you were of age. Because she, again, does state in this video that she was of age. And you were of legal age for the state of Illinois. I was just 17, but you were still of legal age. So, you know, everybody needs to take responsibility in this. And I just wish that uh, that these, people would actually step up and start taking responsibility. Now, the thing with Darrell, now this is the thing I'm trying to understand. I don't know if this is routine, which for some reason I don't think it is, but this is a pre-violation report. Okay, and we know that at least twice Darrell has been given permission to either at least 3 times, to have his ankle bracelet removed, twice so he could go out of town. Most recently, it was he had a medical procedure that had to be done. Before that, he was going to a funeral up in Washington, D.C. So I want to know, what is this pretrial violation report hearing? Because I don't see any pretrial violation reports for anybody else on the docket. So did Darrell not return when he was supposed to? Or has Darrell been fumbling with that ankle bracelet? Allegedly? I don't know. This is what I'm asking. And this is definitely something to be keeping an eye on, because if you did a violation while on this ankle monitor, Darrell, how come it's not being covered by our favorite guy on Twitter, Mr. Jason Meisner? How come we haven't heard anything about it in the news? Now this is standard operating procedure, because we know that you're about to go to trial. And so this is this is the beginning of, in the event you're found guilty, we're trying to see if you were good while, on this ankle monitor or whatever. But so this is something to keep an eye on. Did Darrell act out? That's what we need to know. And I don't know, but I'm keeping my eye on it. And last but not least, y'all, I was looking at that Home Alone video, and there's so many people in the video. I was trying to find Lisa Van Allen somewhere in there, but that video is moving so fast. So I do have the link to that video pinned to the chat. So replay gang, if y'all know at what point Lisa Van Allen shows up in the video, y'all let me know, because everybody in the video, at least while I was watching it, looked to be like they were having a damn good time. Okay? So, shout out to Ernestine Lee. Anyway, y'all, I thank all of y'all for pulling up. And really, for the most part, y'all, that's it. That is the podcast. So, be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe. Replay gang, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. And until next time, y'all, we will see ya when we see you. Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the Only Male Cruise. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, replay gang, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Copyright disclaimer regarding fair use is in full effect. The views and opinions expressed in this show, you guessed it, they're all mine. Let's go to work.